In this presentation, we're going to show you guys how to load a solid PVA bag using pellet and some crumbed boilie. What you will need is PVA bags, scissor, as well as PVA tape. We're going to start off by inserting the rig into the PVA bag. So we're going to put the hook at the bottom of the bag, and we're going to hold the lead in your one hand, and then we're going to start loading the PVA bag. Now in this case, you can load your PVA bag with anything that you want, from pellet to crumbed boilie, even some dry ground feed, stick mix. We've opted to go for a multiple pellet mixture. We're going to start off by just adding some pellet just to cover the hook. We're then just going to start loading with some more pellet. And then we've also taken a boilie crusher, crumbed some boilies, and now we're going to add some boilies into this bag. We're now going to lay down the mixture just a little bit, just to compact what is at the bottom of the bag, just for a nice tighter fit. We're now just going to add some more pellet until halfway. So in this case, we're not going to load the bag all the way to the top, because we need to leave some space to tie off the PVA bag at the end. So at this point, we will start moving the weight to the middle of the bag, and then we're just going to cover the top of the weight until the tail rubber is visible, and then we're going to start tying off our bag. So for now, we're just going to try to compress the bag as much as we can. So we're just going to start tying off the bag so the lead is nicely bedded in the pellet, and we're now just going to give it a slight twist, try and compact it a little bit more, and then we're going to tie it off using the PVA tape. Now we're just going to wrap it around the bag a few times, nice and firm. This PVA tape is quite strong, so you can really put some pressure on it. We're then just going to break it off and then start tying the PVA bag, close it up with simple overhand knots. Just for neatness, when it comes to casting, we're going to start cutting off all the excess PVA. In this case, just be careful not to cut your leader or your lead core. Be very careful, and then just cut off all the excess piece of PVA. And we're almost ready to go. So what we can do now, just again for neatness and casting purposes, we're just going to turn the corners over just so that it travels through the air, but nicer when you do your casting. So you just lick your thumb, wipe the PVA, press it down firmly, and that will be enough to stick down the PVA to the bottom of the bag. And there we have it, the hook bait at the bottom of the bag. And in this case, you can see exactly how the PVA dissolves in water. And bear in mind that PVA is water soluble, so it will start to dissolve at a rapid rate when you're using it in water. In that case, when you want to use liquids, make sure you are using PVA friendly liquids.